Good morning, everybody, and welcome to day 7 of Vlogmas. So let's see what kind of tea I have for today. Ooh, English breakfast. Perfect. I don't even remember where these tea bags are from. This has been a while back since I got this one. That'll make a nice cup of tea for me this morning. The journaling prompt. Favorite childhood memory. Another one I have to think about. I'm not sure. Now, if I can pick an absolute favorite. Anyway, let's move on to the yarn. So my opal yarn from Purple Circle Yarn Company. Oh, I like that. There's the name of the colorway. That is pretty. It's just nice and bright. Such happy colors. I like it. And day 7 in the... Oop, there's something else in here. Day 7 from the Chickadee Fiber Art. Oops, the yarn's coming unsprung. Oh, chocolate. Have him with me. I love this flavor, the sea salt caramel. I like this. I really like this one. Oops, let's get this guy back. That's pretty. I like that a lot. I will get this balled up in a little bit while I'm make my tea. Get this balled up, and I'll be ready to start adding another 3 granny squares with this one. And this, I'll tuck it away and bring that out sometime in the new year to make one of my mismatched socks. And let's see what else. Just going to pop these back in their bags so they don't get waylaid or lost or damaged, or lost is the most likely thing that would happen. My ink swatch from yesterday. I had a little contamination from when I cleaned the nib from day 5. Apparently it didn't 100% clean, and there was a little tiny bit of the previous ink on there, which was a very intense ink. So here's day 6. So it was Buck's Fizz. It's a chameleon ink. And I did this one later, so I don't know what was happening with the colors, because the color changed and it's a lot brighter here and quite bright when we're here, but it's interesting that it looks like it's more of a brown versus the orange. And it might just be that there was some leftover ink from here still in there. But it's pretty, and I'll show you tomorrow. I'll show you my day 7 ink tomorrow. My progress yesterday. I kept up with everything again yesterday. I finished day 6 on my Advent scarf. And today we have 3 rows to do, and that'll be the last day that we'll have 3 rounds that have to be done, and then the rest of the Advent calendar will only be 2 rows or 2 rounds every day. So that's coming along nicely. So I'm going to tackle that a little bit later this morning. And down here I have my Freckled Whimsy socks and my granny squares from yesterday. So here's how they worked up. So I did my three little granny squares. I'm gonna have to go in one day and tuck in all of the beginning ends. So just wrap them around in here. So I'll get those done, and then I'll think about what I want to do with the beginning ends. So I got my 3 squares done, and I got the 6th color added in here. So it's a nice minty green. And the next color is going to be this nice green apple, emeraldy kind of green. It's a pretty green. So I'll get that one done today as well. This doesn't take too long to do, so the scarf takes the longest. So those are my updates on all the things that I got done yesterday with my advent calendars. And today the plan is to get a bunch of grading done and spend some time working on each of my advent knitting projects. And I'm gonna wait and have this for dessert after lunch. I think I'll make a grilled cheese sandwich for lunch. And I will show you later on today. I'm going to make up a batch of some kind of soup with the leftover gravy from that pot roast we had the other day. And I'm also going to do a casserole with the leftover roast. Just do pasta or macaroni of some sort. And the roast, and add some veggies and things. Maybe I'll have scrambled eggs for lunch. I haven't decided. Anyway, I will see you again soon. Hi everyone. So it's about 6:15 on Thursday. I almost said Tuesday. Thursday, the 7th of December. I've spent most of the day getting grading stuff done. I've worked a bit on some of my advents. I have my Freckled Whimsy stripe complete for today. I'm partway through the last round on my advent scarf, and I still have to do my granny squares. The ball is caked, or the skein of yarn is caked up, but I still need to get the crocheting done on that. So I didn't get as much done. Not as much done as early as I hoped today, but that's fine. I also, I'm not sure if you can see that, I decided to get a subscription to Row 1 yarn, the Row 1 minis. I had a subscription to a stationery box over the past year, and I decided it was time to switch and do a subscription box to something else. I had done a yarn subscription box before. Oh, what was it called? Drawing a blank on it. It was a few years ago, and I've had a couple different stationery subscription boxes, and I tend to like doing one over the course of a year or less if I'm not getting as much use out of it. So I thought I would switch over and try Row 1, and the first bundle came today, and I love it. I love it. I'm planning on using the minis to make sort of shorty socks. They'll be kind of scrappy style. So there's 100 grams, 10 gram minis. And what I plan on doing is using 5 minis to make one pair of sort of shorty socks, and then the other 5 to make another pair of sort of shorty socks. And I'll do bare toes and heels and a little bit on the cuff as well. So that's the plan with those. I might have trouble keeping up because I also want to, this upcoming year, do the opal yarn sort of shorties. I'm not sure if I can continue and maintain an average of 3. Well, I might be able to do 3 pair a month. We'll see. We shall see. So what else was like? Oh, I forgot to film stuff with supper and supper itself. We had a pot roast on Tuesday night for supper, and I wanted to use the leftover gravy because this particular stuff in the Instant Pot makes a lot of gravy. So I wanted to use the leftover roast and the leftover gravy, not waste it. So I cut up the leftover roast. I used part of it in doing it's just a simple casserole with pasta. I didn't have enough elbow macaroni, but I had bow tie macaroni or bow tie pasta, so I cooked up some of that, mixed that with some of the gravy and some of the meat and put it in a casserole dish with some cheese on top and heated it through. And with the rest of the gravy, I made a batch of soup. The rest of the gravy and the rest of the meat. I also had, the recipe called for 2 cups of beef broth, and we had like a jug of it that was 4 cups. So I just diluted the gravy with the remaining 2 cups of broth, added more carrots, added some celery. That was about it. And rice. I just did a small handful of raw rice that I added in there. It was delicious, but I forgot to film it. If I remember tomorrow, I will try to film the leftover soup. The casserole is gone. The soup, there's enough for another. We each had a bowl of soup tonight. There'll be enough to have a good sized bowl of soup each for supper tomorrow night. We're going out for lunch, so I'll take you along with me for lunch tomorrow. But that's about it. My mom is going to be calling any minute now. And we just chat on Facebook Messenger on the video chat. So we're able to see each other while we're talking, which is a lot of fun. I like that. And so she'll be calling in a few minutes. And then once she's called and we're finished chatting, I'll get the editing done on this, get this posted, and get on to making my granny squares for today. I should by the time I finish talking with Mom, I should have my last row on the scarf done. That's about it. If I didn't say already, I did an unboxing video of the row 1 mini subscription thing that came today, and I posted that on my channel. So if you want to see the spoiler of what's in there, hop on over, take a look at that. If you don't want to see what's in there, that's fine. But I'm going to get going because Mom tends to call a little bit early. And so 5 minutes till our scheduled time, but she often calls early. Alrighty, I will see you again tomorrow. Bye.